make paleo mayo, and Miss Elaine's going to tape it. To start off with, the paleo mayo recipe that I got. The base recipe is from paleoleap.com. Thank you guys very much for all the work. A lot of recipes that I have come from there, or at least the bases of them do. With that said, we will start to see if I can make this happen. And I think all you gotta do is pick it up that way.
Okay.
This is our first run with a new iPad. So,
Yay.
so the first thing that they want us to do is, I am tripling the recipe. The recipe that's in the notes is for 1 1/4 cups. This recipe will be for just about a quart, because with the holidays coming up, I am actually going to make some chicken salad. And when I make the chicken salad, I don't want to use the paleo mayo, or not the paleo mayo, but the mayo that they have at the stores, because it has all kinds of junk in it. With that being said, I am going to do a little bit of a variation with some dill. So I'm going to put dill in there. It asks for a teaspoon of mustard. I forgot to grab my measuring spoon.
Bad, you're bad.
I know, that's a common theme, actually.
Slacker.
And I tried. I got my eggs separated and everything, and always something. And now the drawer won't open.
I booby trapped it.
Yes,
It's
you
me.
did.
It's me.
So we want 3 teaspoons of dried mustard. And then I'm using an emulsion blender, and for the yolks, for the eggs, I just use the yolks, which should make it a little thicker. I am also using the Pompeian extra virgin olive oil in the show notes. It's not really a show. In the notes that we have there, it might be a little heavy on the mustard seed, but just adds flavor. There are links to some of the items that I use. You can just go over to Thrive Market that I use, that I really love, and they will deliver all of that right to your door. The first order they're doing as a special, 25% off and free shipping. And typically on most things, they are even cheaper than our local Walmart. And since they source it all locally and sustainably, and they basically do all the due diligence to make sure the ingredients are good.
I found the perfect rest.
I'm not even gonna say. So I'm putting in a little bit of dill there. You can make that to your flavor however you like. You could also, when you start this, you could also use make it tartar sauce with putting in like sweet pickles or dill pickles or stuff like that. Let me get my 2 oils. There's 1 1/2 cups of olive oil in there, and then this is coconut oil, and there's 1 1/2 cups of the coconut oil. I've warmed it up a little bit so that it is in liquid form. The first time I did this, I just used all olive oil, and it was fine. I'm actually going to try it with, this will be the first time I tried it with coconut oil. You could also get about a cup of, go fry some bacon, and instead of the coconut oil, use the bacon grease. That would be a good flavor for lots of things. Elaine's giving me the thumbs up. So let's go right here. And I'm going to start. This is just an emulsion blender. And I tend to like it more than I like the blender. You don't waste as much. And as you can see, that's starting to really mix it up real well. I'm now going to add, and it's pretty quick, I'm now going to add a little bit of lemon. Supposed to do about 3 tablespoons of the lemon. Hopefully we don't add any finger.
That'd be a bad day.
Yeah, people would laugh.
Hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily.
Yeah, you just caused me more paperwork.
I just want to see about how much lemon juice we're getting out of each one. Looks like
Hello, Michelle. Glad you're watching. God love you.
Oh, is that Miss Emmanuel?
Mm-hmm. Actually, there's 2 Michelles.
Ah, well, she wants to do a tummy time refresher and start doing that in here. Now here comes the fun part with the oils. You have to put the oils in very, very, very slowly. I ruined several batches learning this because I'm not the most patient man in the world. Don't get it blended well, it will separate. And when it separates, it's nasty. But that's why all your conventional mayos have so much stuff to keep it from separating. I'm going to add a little bit of the coconut oil.
Come over here and talk to me. So about how much you're pouring in at a time, Doc? Tablespoon?
What's that?
How much you pouring in at a time?
Just a few drops. Just letting it thicken and make that emulsion. That's exactly what we want, is that emulsion. Because the emulsion is what keeps it bound. Now as we get a really good thick emulsion, then I can start to add faster. I would say that was probably between a teaspoon and a tablespoon. But as you can see, it's real thick. And that's what I want to keep. I want to keep it thick. And this takes a little longer than doing the 1 quart or the 1 cup because I'm trying to do a quart.
Don't cracking me up here. You could probably flavor it with any spice you wanted, couldn't you?
What?
You could flavor it with any like garlic or something.
Oh yeah, garlic. You could put rosemary in there. Thyme, fennel. Lots of really good fats here. The coconut oil is a great medium chain triglyceride once again. This is actually one of the recipes I use to cut down my cholesterol. So for those that were kind of following me, I went from 255 down to 134 following a high-fat diet. And I still drank on the weekends, had a few beers and stuff. Well, hey, you know, God didn't put us on earth just to toil, toil, toil. He wouldn't have given us so many cool things. Good adhesion.
I can see this going wrong.
Hey, it's your mind that went through the wrong place.
I just go.
Now, as I have a pretty good base in there, I can go a little faster with the oil. And you can do this in a blender. If you have some killer forearms, you can do this with a whisk. But wow, that would be pretty impressive.
Stacy.
Huh?
Stacy's watching. Hi, Joanna. Oh, they're watching online.
See, I'm getting a nice thick emulsion with that. consistency. See how thick that's getting? Yes, it takes a little time,
I
but
think rather than tipping it, you need to just pull the thing up because your hand blocks it when you tip it. Couldn't see it, in other words.
well, you gotta wait a minute now. But see,
There it is.
little heat coming off the blender. You know, I love my KitchenAid, but the problem with the KitchenAid is it's got that little point down in the bottom of the thing, and it doesn't always get everything, and I'm just kind of OCD about that. Yeah, we got her. Not gonna lie, this blender's getting hot.
So,
It's like, hurry, hurry, hurry. But it's nice and smooth. Let's get the rest of that in there. Now it's on there. And I'm thinking I may have added too much coconut oil all at the last here.
can we throw another egg in?
I can, I will.
Yeah. Okay. That'll fix it. As the late great Bob Ross said, no accidents, just happy. What was it? No mistakes, happy accident, or something to that effect.
Well, if I throw in more oil at this point in time, I did put too much of the coconut oil in there.
Ooh, good
Almost an epic
save.
fail.
Ooh, we'll go with good save. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Won't fit.
Just lay it on the table. It's not gonna hurt anything.
It's gonna fall over.
Well, just lay it down.
There we go. I'm going to throw a couple more eggs in there.
Because eggs won't hurt nothing. And what kind of eggs you got there, Doc?
Pastured, free range,
There we go.
organic. And really all I'm actually using is just the yolk.
Although there's nothing wrong with using the white, is there?
Not really.
Okay. But you can scramble those yolks up with a little bit of salt and pepper and throw some bacon in with them. Shoot, yeah.
Going to acidify it a little more and make those yolks go. The blender's going. And I was doing so well, and then a patient showed up. And I need to get back to the room. If this will solidify in the refrigerator or not. It's starting to thicken a little bit.
There we go. Joanne says she's having a hard time seeing out of cups. So I'm like, okay.
Well,
That instant feedback, man.
if I wasn't trying to hurry, we would probably actually almost be done by now. Had such a beautiful emulsion going, and then I screwed it up by hurrying.
I bet you can be fixed.
I may have to try again.
Well, Joanne, I would say a food processor probably wouldn't hurt. You can also use a blender.
Blender was the blender or the mixer, but the problem is not with that. The problem is with my patience.
Yeah, because you got a mixer to add in the air.
Because see, I added it too quickly, and now you see how it's kind of separated there. Down here it's okay, but up here it's separated. That's because I threw all the coconut oil in thinking I was to the stage that I could rush a little bit.
I got a question. If you put that in the blender now, would it still be the same, or would you have to add more eggs? Could you fix it that way?
Could probably actually throw it in the blender and just let it go for a while.
There we go.
Because basically that's what has to happen at this point in time, is it's just time and
Well,
time.
let's get that blender down, baby boy. That's why you make the big bucks, and you're tall. Blender.
How did Missy get that up there?
Chair.
Ah. We'll see if it can be saved or not.
Yeah.
That's not the right one.
Yeah, it is. Redo it. It's the right one. Just a little patience. It'll fit on there. There you go.
See, that should be much, much thicker.
Okay.
And if I screwed it up, and I will try again.
I said, yeah, that would be. You turn that on.
Look.
What?
You gotta plug it in.
Oh, well. You'd have turned it on without the lid. It'd been like a hurl-a-whirl.
Well, while Missy Lane tends to this, I have to go.
What are we keeping it on low?
I gotta. We're gonna do it on mix.
Okay. Alright, kids, we're going to skip out into this.
Let her go for a while and then just drop
How do we stop this bad boy? Okay, we're going to finish this out. Come back to the results later.